It seems this light is a kind of conduit, a path linking me to somewhere. Natalie and Liz seem to be in some kind of stasis. Eyes are open, but there's nobody home. At least, that's the way it seems. So I'll say my little piece, ranting to myself, and if it turns out they remember this, tough. This is some really crazy shit, and who wouldn't mutter to themselves if it happened to them? Okay, here's how it goes. I move to step out of this light, and I can feel myself disconnecting from the conduit. Like, probably I'm phasing back in, sort of like Star Trek, only different. Because right now I'm standing here, my molecules, or whatever, all together, not jumping around in some giant jumbled up mess. And I can feel connection. Turn one way, I sense Katya, who told me to jump in here in the first place. The other way, someone else. But familiar, as if I know. And there's these other threads of light, weaker, probably not strong enough for me to follow, but I can feel in the distance connections. Almost as if I'm standing at the nexus point of all these threads leading away to some other place or time, or maybe both. I wonder what happens if I... Shit, slower. Everything's flashing past too fast. A blur all around. Okay, easy. That's better. Think slowly, Kat. Slow. Wait, that's Alex, his apartment, Liz, Natalie, and Katya. It has to be.
Katya, is that you?
Where are you, Kat?
Right beside you, in the room, in that light link you told me about.
But how? You're here? We don't really... Can we even exist this close? Together? Don't do anything stupid.
Holy shit, Katya. I could step out of here now into Alex's apartment with you. I moved just slightly.
No, don't. You'll freak everyone out. And who knows what other crazy crap might happen with us standing in the same room. Let's not try it yet. Maybe later, once we have a better idea of what's really going on.
I can't believe how much you look like me. Like my sister or twin or something. Maybe you could step in here with me and we could really meet face to face.
Just got Lisa and Natalia calmed down after our little journey. And Alexei is trying to help us piece together what happened. I wink out of here and they'll all go back to crazy mode. But I can tell you, I feel your presence. I see the light glowing there beside me.
Move into the bathroom and close the door. I have to know.
Alright, but don't do anything until I'm out of the room, away from the others.
This light, the conduit, it's linked to you, Katya. It's following you around. Okay, I'm coming out.
No, wait. Noise. Sound. Will be heard unless I cover up our conversation. I'm turning on the shower.
Katya, Jesus, you have Natalia and Lisa with you. Kat, where are the two of you?
Where are we, Kat? What's happening?
Take it easy, ladies. All will be explained. For now, I want you to meet my sister. Katya, this is Natalie, and this is Liz. I believe you know who they are. Ladies, you will need to keep your voices low. We are still in danger. Unfortunately, as you probably already know, my sister, Kat, is rather impulsive. This is why you have arrived here without warning. When I had you take hold of my arm, we went into some kind of trance or something that Katya taught me. It led us here, but I believe it can also take us elsewhere. We'll experiment with that later. But for now, the main thing is we've escaped from Tessa's apartment, and according to Katya, the GCN hounds are off the scent. So if we're careful, we can return again, and the immediate threat should be past.
Who are you kidding? GCN will be all over Tessa's apartment, watching it day and night until they nab us. If we've got away, I don't know how you did it, but if we have, then we should thank our lucky stars and keep moving. Going back there is suicide.
No, Liz. When you all left that apartment, the trance that Kat used effectively erased any sign of your presence. I know, I have done similar things. It will be hard for you to believe, but Kat is correct. You can go back, and GCN will have no leads, no clues leading to where you were, as if you had never gone there in the first place.
But that's impossible.
The fact that we're standing here together with Katya is impossible. What makes you think what she's telling us is any more unlikely?
I still don't understand how we got here. Wherever here is, or how your sister, if that's what she is here as well. But I don't think I'm dreaming. So I'm willing to take your word about all of this, for now.
Not to be quite so submissive, but I want to know more about all this so-called trance you're talking about. Katja, you seem very sure of yourself, but everything you say sounds more like you're on some kind of trip than anything. And I don't mean a trip to the seaside. I think we've taken up enough of your time, Katja, and proven something to ourselves in the process. It's time we got back. Natalie, Liz, link up. We're going. Not me, Kat. You may be stupid enough to go back to the crime scene, so to speak, but I'm not. Let me give you a little help. See you soon, sister. I don't think your friend Liz will remember me fondly. Thanks, Katja, for getting Liz back into the link. I guess I didn't think that completely through.
No kidding. But now we know we can be in the same place at the same time. And I don't get it. When we entered the light, I couldn't actually move along it. Not like a path or a link. I could sense it linking me to you, but that's all. It all began with you. You can control it.
Or at least I'm learning to control it. But I'm guessing you can control it too, at least to some extent. What time is it now for you?
About 8:30 in the morning. And Kat?
I know. It's not just time we're crossing. You and me are not sisters, Katja. We're the same. We exist in different realities or different versions of the same life, following different paths to the future, but close enough that, at least for now, they almost match up. And probably eventually our paths will diverge enough that we will no longer be connected. But for now we are soulmates, sister. And whatever I learned from traveling in here, you will know about it too. Now go talk our buddy Alexei, into working out a way to keep Natalia safe. I'll do more or less the same. But first, remember I said I felt a strong connection in the other direction along the conduit? I'm about to find out if I have more soulmates out there besides you.
So I'm getting better at controlling movement in this conduit, speed and time, I guess. The connections are between where I exist or existed when the link was created and my other self, or more correctly, selves. Because every one of these lines of light that I see connected to me, they must lead somewhere. My sisters, parallel versions of me, everywhere. And the strongest one, okay, we're nearly back to Tessa's apartment. Let's see if I can figure out how to tweak the time, fine-tune. Yes, I can sense it. Not precisely like setting my timestamp to 8:01:33, but there's some kind of indication, a strength to the energy that burns brighter as I get close. There. I'm back to where it's maximum. Must be the time we took off, or maybe a few minutes later since we've been in here, maybe 10 minutes now. I'll bring us back soon enough. First, I need to head off the other way. Follow that light back to my office. Or more or less, and a different me. Almost time for Natalie to arrive.
Hello?
What? Who is this?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm glad you understand me.
This is not happening. Leave me alone.
You're not going crazy, Kat.
You don't know my name?
My name is Kat. Katie, to be more precise. And I am you. From another time and another place.
Katja. I'm Katja. And how could there be more than one? You have similar name, not same.
My time slightly in the future. I've been where you are. Do you have a huge multinational corporation known as GCN?
Da. Global Consumer Network.
And who is the face and voice of that organization on almost all media broadcasts?
Natasha Chakova, of course. All know her. Why ask a stupid question?
Because where I come from, her name is Natalie Chalmers, and she's in trouble. Any moment now, Natasha Chakova is going to come to your door looking for your help. What you choose to do then is going to determine how close you and I become, Katja. But in the meantime, keep your wits about you. Tonight your life will change. And I hope we'll write our way through to our new path together.
You're crazy talking woman in my head. You cannot possibly... Don't bother this. Wait, the face is
This cannot be. I'll be watching for you, Katja. Just remember, if you're in trouble, now that I know how to reach you and who you are, I'll be there, in your head, if you need me. Just call.
And what I didn't say, Katja, is that you're only one of my seemingly many sister selves out here, linked by this conduit of energy that spans time, space, and realities. If I didn't think I was delusional before, now I'm really thinking it's about time I woke up and found myself in some psycho ward strapped to a table in a straitjacket. Because this conduit, this light link, it goes on, splits, branches, weaving out into the ether, further into the past perhaps, or laterally to synchronized reality. Whatever. If I'm making this all up in my head, a mind unhinged, it's only Natalie that'll suffer. And Tess. Yes, probably Tess. Jack, that arrogant asshole, my prick of a supposed boyfriend, will not give a crap. Alex, though. We've been through a lot together. Miguel at the cop shop will wonder what became of me. And my boss Vic, well, he'll just think I got what was coming to me for always doing less than he expected me to. But hey, for now, let the fantasy journey continue. I just slide forward again along this now increasingly familiar path, just about there, peak of brightness, where I'm supposed to be. Now that's interesting.
Kat, what the fuck? Sorry, my friend, sorry. It is me. And, you know, Kendra and Liz don't quite have a handle on these transitions back out of, well, you saw it, wherever we were. You could have warned me you'd figured out how to just pop in out of nowhere. How long have you been standing there, watching me? All of you. It's not like that, Tess. And you know I've never do that to you. It's kind of like I'm in another world, drifting. But as for warning you, consider yourself warned. I know, a bit late, but when you left for work last night, I didn't know anything about this. How to do it. That it was even possible. And Tess, for my part, maybe Liz will confirm. Whatever Kat did to get us away, then back, I know nothing about it, except for the short time we stepped back out and spent with her sister Katja. When we were in the trance, Kat used... We're completely unaware of anything around us.
No offense, Tess, but this is the last place I wanted to be again, once Kat got us out. We left to get away from GSN special agents, and now we're back. What time does that clock say?
It's 8:45, Liz. And you're welcome to leave again any time. By the front door would be preferable. Take it easy, Tess. She came because she was trying to help. In her own way. And now that she's been through our transition, she's understandably freaked. About as much as you are, maybe more. What's this about your sister, Kat? Since when do you have a sister? I've known you for... Later, Tess. I promise. I'll give you the whole story. But I've never lied to you or misled you. You know that. And we need your help. Again. Don't worry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Kat. But I'll clock you one if you suddenly materialize in front of me like that again. Got it? Kat, how can it be 8:45? We left here at what? 2:30? I don't remember anything except that weird visit with Katja in the bathroom. And did nobody else notice the toilet? Like an on-demand wall feature. Slide out when needed. What kind of weird place has a slide-out toilet? Don't worry about it, Liz. The main thing is, we're here now, and we need to plan what to do next. The lost time, just imagine you were asleep. It's about as close as I can get to explaining it. Tess, I think you should know... That your name's not Kendra? You really think I didn't recognize you? About the most famous face on the planet, short of the big-name movie star list. And you do look like you could really dance. Just not the kind of dancing Kat was suggesting. Thanks for understanding. Since we're all clearly in this together now, let me introduce myself. I'm Natalie Chalmers, formerly of GCN. And the reason GCN agents were following Kat, and probably Liz as well. Am I right? That's something we need to talk about, Tess. All of us. Because to have a strategy here, we need to know what we're dealing with. Well, for now I can tell you whatever spooks you scared out of the GCN closet, they've come nowhere near here. All my security records show no activity, either in or around the apartment, or even in the vicinity of the building. That can't be. They were hot on Kat's trail. I threw out some dead-end leads, but that wouldn't have stopped these agents. Gear like I have never seen. They should have been here within an hour at most. Before 3 last night. Kat? Unless, as Kat just said, the trance erased all record of our presence. And of Natalie's. So they had no leads to follow. We effectively wiped away some chunk of our supposedly permanent record on the world. And I wouldn't have believed it either if I hadn't seen it. So for now, we have a little breathing room. And I need to get Alex in here to help me figure out how to keep it that way. As good as done. On my autocall. You'll get the message and be here within 20 minutes. You have Alex on your AC list? What don't I know, Tess? Nothing you should worry about, girl. I just like to keep my friends close. That little chat we've coming up is looking even more interesting every minute. But before any personal introspection, we need to hear Natalie's story. What went so wrong that the sweetheart of GCN suddenly fell so far out of favor that she made that #1 on the hit list almost overnight? Kat, I put you in charge of my case. Is it okay to talk about this? I mean, right here, right now? You mean, can I be trusted? Is that it? Listen, Natalie, my life's on the line here too, in case you hadn't noticed. And your friend Kat's probably made it even worse by pulling whatever stunt she did to sweep us both away from GCN's finest. So that makes you all the more likely to take whatever info you can and sell it to the highest bidder, Liz. At least, based on past performance, that is. Are you really telling us you're reformed? And that self-interest is no longer a driving force in your ever-so-humble life? Or as I would put it, what are the chances that an unscrupulous, egotistical, selfish bitch would pass up on an opportunity to screw over anyone, particularly the competition, if there was an ounce of profit to be had? I came here in good faith, Kat, but I see I'm not welcome. You know that as soon as I step back outside this apartment, yes, I know, you'll have no choice but to do what you have to in order to save your own skin. But you're wrong about me, Liz. You may have come here to work the angle, figuring it was risky, but that you'd be able to squeeze some profit out of it. What you don't seem to get is that I'm grateful. Really grateful to you for your help. Whether it was intentional or not, you've helped set in motion the most significant series of events you'll see in your lifetime. The trance, starting with that. But there's a whole lot more than you know about. The point is... Kat, it's Ketchup. Kat, you need to listen, now. What is it? Something big? You still have Liz with you? Yes, but she's about to leave. It's just after 9 here. Lisa left 10 minutes ago, and GCN is already at the door.